What's going on, good people? So good to see you on this Friday. Come on into the room, be coachable, teachable, trainable, post your city and state where you are catching this stream from. On today's stream, you will learn how to use feedback to sharpen your brand strategy. Feedback is a gift, right, for growing your brand. And today, when you join me live, you will be able to watch me gather, analyze, and apply feedback to actually strengthen my brand strategy. So if you currently do not have a brand strategy, then I suggest you stick and stay and watch me document the process and run this play on how you can use feedback in your brand strategy. Okay, so if that's what you want to learn, let's stick and stay and watch me run the play. Hey y'all, hey, Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton here, updating you about our daily live training and follow-up live open office hours. Join me every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for live actionable lessons on building your brand from scratch. We'll cover everything from tools, strategies, and systems like Canva, StreamYard, Go High Level, AI technology, and more, to include the exact steps to take you from confused to confident. And the best part is after each live stream, you can hop on Zoom with us to ask your questions and get personalized answers. Don't miss out. Mark your calendar and subscribe now to this YouTube channel. Join our free community, and I'll say it louder for the people in the back. If you want to learn, lead, and level up your automation in your MLM company, or as an entrepreneur who could possibly be struggling in your business, we not only have the solution, we also have the experts. Yes, this is your sign to join us. Our entire team is live each weekday. So if you snooze, you will lose. I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Now do what you now know you need to do to get your assets in order. Come on into the room, be coachable, teachable, trainable, post your city and state for catching this information on today. My name is Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton, and I am your cash flow queen and founder of the #1 legal tax hack to hire your kids in your own home-based business, so should you choose to do so. And typically you will catch me live Tuesdays through Friday, here live on IG, on TikTok, on LinkedIn, Facebook, and more specifically on YouTube. So come on into the room. So good to see you, Cornelia. So good to see you, Deborah. It's been a minute, Deborah. So good to see you, Dr. Regina, CTT Squad member out of Brooklyn, New York, Wealth God's Way. So good to have you joining us here on the stream each and every day. Peace and blessings to you as well, Coach. So again, guys, today, we're going to talk about ways to strengthen your brand strategy. I have actionable steps that I'm going to show you, and I'm going to dig a little bit in the backstage here so you guys on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube can see me share the screen and show some of these statistics so you can understand the best way to really use feedback to develop and to strengthen your brand strategy. What's going on, Roosevelt? Come on into the room. Mommy Osha, so good to see you. So again, guys, if you currently do not have this type of, back data, this type of evidence to support what you are doing, if you don't have a brand strategy at all, I'm still going to show you where you can locate feedback that's happening that you may not even be aware of it. And it's real-time feedback. It's actual feedback that is happening on your reels, your shorts, your videos, your streams, your posts. All of this is already happening. So Barney, so Rena, if you don't have to go, I don't know how to collect feedback. It's already happening. And I'm going to show you where you can use that specific feedback to now strengthen what it is that you're doing. If you're not aware, I've also given you over the course of this entire month of January, I've given you specific brand strategies, starting with the branding foundations from your branding basements all the way up to audience engagement. And this is where your audience engagement plays a part in you being able to understand ways you can strengthen your brand strategy. Okay, so we've covered the part of what I'm going to show you, so hopefully you can tap the screen and share this stream so that others can see what it is that you see, not try to hear you explain it, but they can see it like you saw it and hear it like you heard it, so they too can implement this strategy inside of their brand right now to get what they need to be able to make changes that will strengthen their brand. Right, other reasons that you want to be able to make this change is because feedback is something that every brand needs so that they can literally operate effectively, right? You want to be able to apply the insights and to improve your strategy based on where I'm going to show you to go and locate this information from. Also, you want to be able to grow by using this. Okay, you want to be able to sometimes gather surveys and social media. We're going to look at the analytics. You want to actually sometimes even get direct communication, and I'm going to show you where you can locate that as well. Also, then you need to go and prioritize and act on the feedback. So we're going to show you in real time how we're going to act on the feedback. Why is this important? This is important because it helps you understand your audience. It helps you know their needs. It also helps you improve what it is that you offer. So if you have no earthly idea how to improve what you're currently doing right now in these internet streets, this is where you can look to find out. So some of you may be like, I don't have any current clients or consistent clientele that's giving me feedback. Let me show you where you can locate the feedback that they actually are already giving you. Also, why is this feedback crucial for growth? It helps your audience understand that you do value their opinion. It helps your audience believe that you are here for them, right? Because you're going to utilize their feedback to make these changes, right? You don't have to go through using Google Forms. You don't have to go through sending out questionnaires and polls and surveys right off top. I'm going to show you where you can locate the current information that they have available to you, James and David, where they are already giving you feedback, right? You don't have to send out the polls and things like that. You don't have to go through Q&A sessions, even though we have those available directly following this live training for those of you who want to have that direct communication, but you don't even have to go through that, right? You're going to understand your following and your offerings pain points by looking in these places that's already available inside your analytics, right? And you're going to take that constructive criticism and you're going to take anything that is relevant, and now you're going to make changes so that you can strengthen your brand strategy, right? Also, you want to be able to adjust your messaging. So should you need to, you can also look at what products or services or offerings that you have and make them more aligned with the audience need, because you're going to be looking directly, Catherine and Caitlin, you're going to be looking directly at what they are saying, what they are showing you. Okay. This also gives you the chance to change or alter or adjust what it is that you're doing to build greater trust, because it shows that you're listening to your audience. Okay. Now, let's quickly talk about the pitfalls before I even show you. You want to avoid the negative comment, the negative feedback. You want to also avoid responding defensively. So if a person is asking you for something, I promise you, I have heard this cliche, this saying that all feedback is good, all negative publicity is good. Hey, that's for somebody else. I'm not interested in giving any air, any energy, any breaths toward negativity, right? You can be aware of it and you can adjust your brand strategy accordingly, but responding to it, nah, right? I don't feel all of that negativity and all that bad publicity will help your brand. I think you should be aware of it. You should respond to it in your brand strategy shiftings. But getting into, what is it, text wars and email wars and live wars, that's for the birds, right? You also don't want to overcomplicate your strategy too quickly, too extensively, with too many changes or all at once, okay? So when we look at these analytics, I don't want you to go, oh, A, B, C, D, these are all the things, and change them all at once. No, you want to make slight pivots and changes over the course of time so that it makes sense and it can be a seamless approach, okay? You don't, like I say, want to overwhelm and do too much at one time, because again, There's a lot to the algorithm. There's a lot to these internet streets. There's a lot that's going on out here in these internet streets, and you don't want to overwhelm your audience with too many changes at one time, because of course that's going to appear inconsistent and all of that, and that can damage your brand. So let's move directly into our first piece of content to show you where you can check on your own what your algorithm is saying. So you guys know, if you have posts up, if you have videos up, if you have reels up, one of the first places that you can look, as I share screen here, one of the first places that you can look is you can literally go and look at your views, your view counts. So this month of January, we chose to take you guys through branding foundations, branding basics, all the way up to the brand engagement. Okay. We started out here, as you see on the screen, sorry, IG and TikTok. We're sharing our screen on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. We started out the month of January, right? We asked Susan, our chat GPT, if you're following our Watch Me Work Wednesdays, I've shown you exactly how to really trigger, tone down, niche down, get specific with your chat GPT. Mine is called Susan. I talked to Susan and I said, hey, Susan, give me a 90-day brand strategy. That would be January, February, and March of 2025. And I asked her, give me, this is all the information. You can press pause when you're catching this on the replay and read all this, or you can go watch me Work Wednesday, where I actually tell you how to do this. Now, I got a response. This is what she gave me for the entire time frame for the duration of January 6th through March the 28th. For a live stream Tuesday through Friday, she gave me post, Zoom, Q&A, CTAs, target audience, and all of this. We went through a 90-day seamless setup, a strategy for branding, for building and growing also the YouTube Growth Strategy channel here. Here are some of the results. So when you go actually to the page, you'll see we started out with a Watch Me Work Wednesday. We had a couple of things. Let me go down just a little bit further so we can ensure that we're getting into the month of January and not the end of 2024. Okay, here we are. So we started here and we wanted to empower the brand, build the brand, show you guys how to become successful in the brand, how to build a strong brand, your mission, your vision, some of the things that you're currently doing to repel, why you don't want to blend in, designing a logo, fonts, color, your brand voice, social media, websites that convert. Here is the culmination of all of that, right? One of the ways you can check what resonates is look at the views. All right. So being as though you come from a previous, here we have 9, 6, 5, let's see, 4, 3 views. We started putting out the consistent content, and now we're seeing 46 views, 20 views, 13 views, 21 views. This is one of the ways you can check your audience feedback, right? 10 views. Did a case study on yesterday. Check your view count to see what's resonating with the people. So right here, one of the things people resonated the most with over the course of showing this information, specifically here on YouTube, is the 46 views here on this specific video. Another area you can actually go into is you can go into the analytics of your YouTube channel, again, to check the views. So we had an increase of 14 subscribers, 865 views, right? You can actually dig even deeper down into these analytics. Like specifically, I wanted to see more about which specific videos, right? We're talking about emails, yesterday's videos, and it gives you a running tab just for the last 48 hours, right? Here for the entire month. Which reel video resonated the most? Okay, which one got the most comments or subscribers or some of that? You can dig this far deep down into your analytics. Okay, in addition to that, you can dig down to see the audience engagement. You can check to see who is it. Like you can go and see which content resonated the most, right? 29,000 impressions over the course of the 30 days on those live. What resonated the most? The Watch Me Work Wednesday on how to create those intros and extras. The feedback is people are wanting to know how I start the live presentation and how I create an intro and an outro for a video. That's feedback that you can actually utilize by checking your analytics to see what's resonating with the people, right? What specifically are the people interested in, right? In addition to that, you can go and see who the audience is. When you're looking to see of my subscribers, who is my audience? What is the let me see if I can locate it here, the age and the gender. So now it looks for the last 30 days, the gender has flipped. Now, originally when we did this last year, we saw a 90 something percent, right, engagement rate for males. 79% for females in the last 30 days. This is over all the shorts and the lives. Do you see how micro you can get with the feedback that's actually happened that you didn't even have to ask for? Okay. These are the ways that you can see who it is that you are resonating with. Watch time from subscribers. More people who are not currently subscribed are watching than people who are subscribed. What does that mean? US based over, anything else. You can go through your analytics yourself and use this feedback to target better your people. So right now, while I would love to go in and I would love to thank, Jan Newhoff for subscribing, Anthony Rodriguez for subscribing, Eastside Hyper for subscribing, Raven Swanson for subscribing, Wesley Hunter for subscribing, Nakia Jenkins for subscribing. Thank you all for subscribing to my channel here on YouTube. And again, thank you to all of you non-subscribers for watching and showing me you still value the content. Okay. Thank you for that, because I need to know that. I don't really follow trends. I couldn't tell you right now what this tab is for, right? But it's there. At some point, we'll be able to utilize it and figure out what it's for. But this is an area of feedback that's inside of your current YouTube channel, right, that you can utilize to strengthen your brand. So even though we went from saying, hey girl, hey, and addressing the females, because the analytics were showing me that my base was more males, the analytics for the last 30 days are showing me that more of my female audience are interested in my content. They're tuning in, they're subscribing, they're joining, they're getting value from this than my male counterparts. Not going to go back to hey girl, hey, but hey girl, hey, thank you. Right. In addition to that, you can go to other areas of your social post and see. So I'm going to check out IG briefly because we're on IG. But let me tell you, the stats and what's showing me on IG weren't that great. So I don't know if we're going to continue on IG. We'll see. We're going to stay the course right now of the 90-day brand strategy that Susan has given us. However, it didn't look like it was too strong. But let me tell you something I did see today on my coach's page that I may need to go and implement. But let me show you. Again, I can go into the analytics and I can ask, it's saying there's no engagement on IG. Do I want to focus on IG? Not really. Right? Just being honest with you, my focus right now is on YouTube. But hey, this is an area that you can look at pretty quickly and determine what your posts are looking like even on IG. If I flip out here and I go out here to to TikTok, it's showing me somewhere in here, okay, that there are analytics. I saw them on my phone. Don't see them right now on the desktop. I know, right? Just laugh at me, Dr. Regina. It's funny. Somewhere out here in TikTok world, there's some analytics, but I'm just going to use these little 3 dots over here to show you one area on TikTok that you can see some type of feedback. And that is looking at your latest popular and your oldest, right? So popularly, it's saying that the content I originally put up on TikTok got the most. It went viral, these two with Dr. Myron Golden, as well as when I scroll through, it looks like a lot more of my Myron Golden information was enjoyed. It got the higher views, right? My particular content is still hovering anywhere around 80 on average views. What does that mean for me? I'll continue to engage with you guys on TikTok, Joshua and Coach Cortez Hustle. And all of you, thank you so much for engaging with me. But for now, again, my focus will probably continue to be over here on YouTube. So even over here on YouTube, let's go to shorts. Okay, so here in shorts, we got some additional likes. We got, over 400 views. These are just in the shorts, and I'll show you where those are located on my channel. So I can go right here to the shorts tab, and I can see even though these are kind of all over the place, here is how you can use some of that feedback. Right now, 129 views on specifically what you get on this particular video. And hopefully it won't play too loudly. Okay, good. On this particular video, what you get inside of our community was the topic, letting people know that specifically in this group, the caption and everything says, stop asking me how much a logo costs. So this particular one dealt with the cost surrounding logos and what I had to say. And basically that I can't tell you how much a logo costs because I don't know your specific logo request. I don't know the dimensions. I don't know the colors. I don't know the locations that you're going to use it. I'm just basically doing a small random. I can't tell you how much a logo is until I actually hold a consult with you, right? Maybe that was the reason this one got, the higher views comparative to some of the other ones. But here is feedback that you can utilize to help your audience understand more about your particular niche. Feedback you already have. What are you doing to utilize this feedback? Let's go down here, 54 views on this one. Unlock your message with confidence, right? The engagement was 7% on that one. These numbers will tell you what you need to now do to talk more about for your audience. This one, 86 views. Again, even though 7% for the lower views, 1% for the higher views. Again, this one is number 2, understanding what your audience needs. Again, feedback that's already here that you need to utilize to strengthen your brand strategy. Okay. One other area is you can go inside of your app. So when you actually come into our membership, you get your own app. You get access to your own community. You get access to your own websites, funnels, your mini chats, your AI automations. All of this is included inside of your membership, as well as a marketing tab. And inside of this marketing tab, you are available to connect to your multiple social media platforms. And when you utilize the app, pay attention to this part. When you utilize the app itself to post, not going out there and posting on social media separately, but when you go through the app and post, you get statistics. Let's scroll down a little bit. You get statistics from what you post so that you can check it to see what is the feedback. 27 posts were done. Of course, this is 30 days at a time through the app. And of the 27 posts, only 2 likes, 1 new follower, 190 impressions. And in case you didn't know, you can click up here to understand what an impression is. An impression shows total unique impressions of published posts across all social media accounts. Okay. And you can also see some of the comments. You can see that there were 8 comments just on these 27 posts. Again, that's up on Facebook, down on Instagram, up on YouTube. Again, you can see using this particular platform. This is some of the analytics that you can see, and they go a little bit deeper, right? What was the engagement? 50% up. It's down on IG. IG, you are not winning right now, okay? And again, impressions, comparative one platform to another. This is the way you can see, where is my audience? Who is my audience? Where is my audience at? I myself want my audience to be more on YouTube. But again, looks like Facebook yet again is winning. Okay. And you can go through how far your posts are reaching and what your top performing posts are when you're using this particular app, right? This is going to be different than if I actually go out to the IG channel, the TikTok channel, because out there it's looking a little bit different. I also have another option that I use, QSO.ai. You also formerly know this as video.ai. And this is an option that I use to take my long form content from YouTube, and then I break it up into reels via an automated system. And I allow these posts to auto post for me, right? Sometimes I do forget to go and check the comments, but then you can check over on the right, and this statistics on the right goes away after a certain amount of time, but I'm showing you starting from January 1, these are the reels and shorts that we're posting on IG, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, and YouTube, right? This is automated. Once I set this up on a Sunday for the entire month, I don't have to go in and do anything to my reels, my shorts. I don't think I do them in stories, but reels on IG, reels on Facebook, and shorts on YouTube, and whatever they're called on LinkedIn and TikTok, right? This is done. I set this up for the entire month, right? Based on long form, repurposing the content. And then I go and review it again for feedback to see what actually resonated. Again, you see all these posts. This again is done probably 2 hours on a Sunday, because that's my day for setup Sunday. And then I make sure they all post. Usually I do it for about the first 20 days, give it a rest for the last 10 days, and then I come back and I ping them again the next month. All right, I go through the scheduling feature. I'm going to show you this area because, again, you can go in, like I say, I take my long form content. I ask this system to break it up into clips. I go into my clips area. Again, it breaks all of that up for me. I use my templates area over here to the right to put my information on it for me. And let's see, I'll use this one. It automatically puts whatever template I structure and set up. Here's the one where I'm on the left talking about dollar deals. Let's see, here's the one where I'm on the right talking about just the MartinaBrittYelverton.com page itself. This is automated because I've set it up inside of templates. And then in case I have to go in and do a little editing, I can go into the system itself and I can make edit. Maybe it spelled Brandmaster wrong. Maybe it didn't have the B and the M capitalized. I can make any edits that I see, right? And then I can say to download this particular video and to schedule it, confirm that I want to do that. And then here's the beauty. AI steps in when it's time for me to go and schedule it. When it's time for me to go and schedule it, I go in here to that download that I just created, and I say, hey, this one that I'm just downloading, I want to schedule that short clip to TikTok, Facebook, IG, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. Previously, I was doing X and Pinterest. But let me look you in your eye and tell you this. When you're posting on all of those platforms, you must be consistent and follow up on all of those platforms. Do you hear me, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube? Do you hear me, TikTok? Do you hear me, IG? You have to go and follow up on all of those platforms. Okay, why? Because you want to remain consistent in your brand. You guys have heard me talk about that all month long. Don't post them and ghost them. Somebody hashtag that. Somebody save that. Don't post them and ghost them, right? Now, I also like to make sure that I save that video. I download it not only into the portal inside of my channel, but I also go and I create and save that specific area into a folder that I call Reels. And we'll say this one is going to be for the month of January, right? And then I save it. Is it one that I talked about open office hours or after office hours? Brand community, strong brand. All right. So for this one, I'm going to put _demo. Right. And the reason that I save that copy is because you can't post to your profile via this portal. Right. And so every now and again, I will go and take some of my business posts and I will post them on my personal profile inside of Facebook. Right. And the way I do this rather quickly, usually when I'm dropping one of the youth lifestyle trainees kids off to work or something like that, I'll go to my specific channel. I'm going to do this live for you today. I'll go to my specific channel. I'll go to the reel section here. I'll go to create a reel here. And then this is where it will allow me to update it, right? For the purpose of today, I'm going to add it from where I just loaded it. But if I'm sitting on my phone, I'm able to go directly into wherever I've saved it inside of my phone, click, save it, and it's going to ask me, let me mute the channel because it's going to start screaming in a minute. Next, I don't need to do any trimming because inside of the app, I make sure it stays within the parameters of the 89 seconds, I believe it is. And then for this particular one, stand out with your unique value proposition, I literally go and copy the same post where I had it from here, the same information. If I could find this quickly, let's see, do I have this one? That was an older one, and I don't know if I actually created that. But let me flip back over here so I can show you the AI thing that I sort of got triggered to do. When it's time for me to actually go and share to these particular ones, this is where the AI kicks in, okay? The AI kicks in because I say, hey, I want to put it on my TikTok page. Let's see, let's go down here to the post and to the planner. Where's the one we just did? Because it is being, okay, my all-time downloads. Here we go. This is the short clip. I'm saying I want to share it. There we go. So I'm saying I want to share it. You see this little beautiful button right down here? Let me make sure you can see it, and my picture isn't in the way. It says AI Assist. So for that particular video, stand out with your unique value proposition. It's going to share this content on Facebook, IG, LinkedIn, TikTok, and YouTube. I could write specifically what I would like to say, but I'm going to ask the AI assistant to help me with what I said in the video and put that content right here. And that is what accompanies the post. While it's there, I'm going to right click and I'm going to copy it because I know I need to put that where? On my profile on Facebook. It's doing that for me. And then I'm going to say, yes, I want you to schedule this. Like you just heard me say, I do this in about 2 hours on a Sunday for the entire month. Okay. And I'm saying, hey, go ahead and post this up for me if you don't mind. About 1:45, confirm the schedule. And it's going to do what it do, baby. Right. But because I'm doing this live for you guys here, I'm going to post that same information here. And I'm going to say publish that. You guys who follow me on Facebook, you'll see that show up in my Reels column. Again, not every reel that I put up shows up on Facebook because, again, this is a manual task. That particular area that you just saw me do is a manual task. And I do this on a Sunday for the entire month. I don't want this to be a part of that seriously time-consuming thing because, again, that's not really my focus. My focus is making sure that I'm giving you guys valuable content on YouTube more than any other place. Thank you, Coach. Don't post them and ghost them, right? Don't do that. You want to be sure that where you're going to focus your attention at, and I tell people this and everything. Look at this real quick. You guys see clearly as day on each one of these shorts. What is that at the bottom? Let's see if I can pull it up in a different way. If I go over to IG and I'm looking at a reel that I've done. Let's pull this one up. What does it tell you to go to? It tells you to go to YouTube. If I go over to TikTok and I'm looking at a reel that I have up, you can't see it because the analytics are in the way, but it tells you to go to YouTube. If you go over to LinkedIn, and I'm saying on LinkedIn, I'm putting up some type of information on LinkedIn. When you go over to LinkedIn and you catch one of my videos, I'm going to pull this up and show you this as well. You catch one of the videos that I have over on LinkedIn, one of the shorts or the reels that I have over there. Let's see if I can get it to show up. Where is my view? My page. Videos. Here we go. And I pull one of those up. It tells you right here to go to YouTube. So I honestly, and I probably shouldn't say this out too loud, I honestly, if I miss some of the comments on the other platforms, I don't allow it to overwhelm me because I'm telling most of you to focus on YouTube, okay? Why? Because that is the quickest place that I can go in and I can view my analytics. That is the quickest place that I can go in and see what people are resonating with so that I can use that content to do what? Strengthen my brand strategy. So one of the things I said that I would show before I close, and that is specific brand direct communication. So here inside of our community where you can go up and you can join our community for free, and that's at learnleadandlevelup.com. Coach Regina Turner asked a question, and one of the questions that she asked had to do with connecting my domains to a site. So again, you just heard a person who is in my network say, I have a question. And that is direct communication from someone that is in your community, that is a part of your audience, having direct communication. You heard me mention before. And what do? I followed up with her, letting her know a couple of areas for the resource. Hey, can you tell me specifically where in the GHL system the inability is happening, right? So that I could follow up and say, hey, if you go into your account specifically, now I also said Coach Cortez may have a video, Coach Bridget may have a video. I know that I have a video, but I'm going to show here on the screen. If you go specifically into your account, and you are going into your settings area and you're going into your domains area, this is one place that you can actually connect a domain. Now, that's just me showing you this on the fly. She's gotten more in-depth help from Coach Cortez. And again, Coach Bridget and we all have videos to assist with that. But you can strengthen your brand strategy by when your particular audience member ask you a specific question, the first thing that you can do is you can go and utilize a video walkthrough to help them understand exactly where to locate something at. How do I know? Let's see if I can bring this up. Again, audience engagement. Let's see if I can get this on the screen to show you, and I can locate really quickly weeks. And let's see. And hopefully it won't show any private data. Okay, good. All right. And so specifically, a direct communication came in from one of my clients. It says, hey, Martina, both Donna and I are not able to download the attached items. Is there another format that you can send in? What did I immediately do? I went into the StreamYard account and I said, hey, please review this and let me know where you're having issue. I sent myself an external invite so I can access the files in real time, and I recorded it. Click to view this video walkthrough, right? And then what was his response? Do I have that one? I believe his response was okay. Okay, he said okay. And then one of the other responses, I believe his email may show on that one, but basically he said that worked. Okay, so if I go to the inbox, I will be able to show where he said that actually worked. And now let me go weeks and see if I can find that one. But again, this was a back and forth exchange, and it happened rather quickly. Yeah, it would show too much of the other part of the conversation if I show that on screen. But his response was, that works. Thanks so much. Now we need to access this. So again, when your audience, when your clientele, when your people send you direct communication questions, don't just answer them verbally. Literally create a video, a checklist, a step-by-step, whatever you need to do to respond to them immediately so that they get their answer immediately and you are able to continue to show your value. Okay. So I recently had another client, and I'll close with this, who came and said, hey, I know we've already created, our flyers for the entire year, but I feel like I want to make a change. And the reason I want to make a change is because I've been looking at this flyer for all of 2024, probably part of 2023 as well. My immediate question was, are you talking about the flyer that we've already scheduled on your website, that's already scheduled inside of your auto responses to your clients? Are you talking about the flyer that we're currently using for new participants for the year of 2025? The answer was yes. I said, okay, so let me walk you through why we don't need to change that flyer. One, it's already been scheduled for the entire year. It's already matching your entire branding. Also, it's already converting for you. Yes or yes. The answer was yes. Okay. And I pulled up the screenshot. I showed her what it looked like on her website. I showed her what it looked like in her auto response. I showed her what it looked like in the text format. Now she was able to see the picture of the consistency of her brand throughout the communications that's already set up for the entire year and on auto response. And then I dropped this nugget. Even though you've been looking at this particular branding for the past year or two, you are speaking to new audiences that need this particular already converting piece of content. Why would you change or pivot? The light bulb went off. Because even though you've been looking at the same piece of content, we're talking to new people that need your value. Do not change your strategy if it's working. Okay. So again, that's feedback from your audience that you can use to continue to strengthen your brand. And what my coach said to me was that also strengthened my value to the client to let them know there are other moving pieces that are actually happening that you, the client, are not aware of, but your audience is already resonating with. That increased my value to show her there's a bigger plan in place than what you were just looking at. We're talking about your piece of content that's actually converting for all of your clients. Continue to use the feedback that you get, not only from your clients, but from the customers of your clients to not only support your particular brand strategy for that client, but to also help that client's brand strategy continue to move forward. I hope this was helpful for you today. I hope you're excited about the information that has been shared this entire month of January. I am excited about what is forthcoming in February. In the month of February, we are now going to be building and scaling the brands via social media all the way up through the brand maintenance. So I can go ahead and give you a few of the topics for February so that you will know what you're looking forward to. Let's see if I can get my screen up for that so that you can get excited like I'm already excited about February's schedule. So February's schedule is starting out with creating shareable content to expand your reach, using paid ads to attract your ideal client, collaborating with influencers and partners to grow your brand, analyzing social media metrics, and that is just week one. That is just in the first week. Those are all the things that we're going to be discussing to brand you, to build your brand, and to scale your brand. So again, I'm excited about everything that I've shared with you. Look forward, all of you who are on the email list, to get a follow-up that gives you direct access to everything that we shared for the month of January. I'm going to check the metrics and we're going to move forward each Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to continue to give you this value. I hope that you have found value in what we are delivering you and that you will join us in after office hours after we finish any of this live streaming each Tuesday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're also considering a segment called For the Love of Business and Branding in February that will drip out each Monday. And if I'm not mistaken, I might have a couple of topics to give you for that. Let's see if I have those available, and then I will let you guys go. Yes, For the Love of Business and Branding, why your brand alone won't build your business, to avoid the busy work trap and focus on what builds your business, the power of personalization and building connections that convert, and finally, turning your brand and business into a legacy. So if you're interested in that, then you'll look forward to how to shift your mindset on Mondays as we drip out that content each and every Monday for the Love of Business and Branding in February. I hope to see you guys on after office hours. I'll catch you on the replay. I'm glad that was very helpful. Good to know, Dr. Regina. Hey y'all, hey, Brandmaster Martina with Yelverton here, updating you about our daily live training and follow-up live open office hours. Join me every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for live actionable lessons on building your brand from scratch. We'll cover everything from tools, strategies, and systems like Canva, StreamYard, Go High Level, AI technology, and more, to include the exact steps to take you from confused to confident. And the best part is after each live stream, you can hop on Zoom with us to ask your questions and get personalized answers. Don't miss out. Mark your calendar and subscribe now to this YouTube channel. Join our free community, and I'll say it louder for the people in the back. If you want to learn, lead and level up your automation in your MLM company, or as an entrepreneur who could possibly be struggling in your business, we not only have the solution, we also have the experts. Yes, this is your sign to join us. Our entire team is live each weekday. So if you snooze, you will lose. I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Now do what you now know you need to do to get your assets in order.